Afghans fearing the barbaric rule of Taliban, desperate to flee the country via the Hamid Karzai International Airport, were targeted in one of the most horrific attacks in Afghanistan on Thursday evening. A suicide bombing outside the Kabul airport at nearly 7 p.m. has left over 100 people dead and many injured. Multiple explosions were witnessed in Kabul in later hours of the day on Thursday. The blast came despite a red alert sounded by Western intelligence agencies following the hasty pullout of the US troops. The responsibility of the attacks was claimed by Islamic State, known as ISIS Khorasan, ISK or ISIS-K. What is the ISK? Who are they? Let's take a look. The terror group takes its name from the Khorasan province, an area that once included wide swaths of Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran and Central Asia in the Middle Ages. The ISK and the Taliban have been locked in bloody battles with one another for some time. The two groups differ on ideological basis. While the IS belongs to the Salafist movement of Islam, the Taliban follows the Deobandi school. But what is common for both is that they believe in waging jihad through the use of guns and weapons. ISIS Khorasan finds its roots in a country known as a safe haven for terrorists, Pakistan. ISK originally emerged in Pakistan as an armed student group belonging to the umbrella organization Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. In 2014, after ISIS announced caliphate in Syria and Iraq, fighters from Pakistani Taliban formed a regional chapter of ISIS on the borders of Afghanistan, and they pledged allegiance to the Islamic State and ISIS chief Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Baghdadi was killed during an US military operation in 2019. Can Pakistan's role be ignored in the rise of ISIS Khorasan? The answer is no. As per reports and experts in India, ISKP rose after ISIS and certain Pakistan-based groups supported it with funds. This happened after 2015, when the Taliban was struggling for funds. The ISKP has managed to raise more than $200 million a year from the period of 2018 to 2020, which has led to recruitment of a large number of terrorists. As per some reports, this terror group has sufficient funds to provide them with arms and other resources to carry out attacks at multiple locations, not only in Afghanistan but also overseas. Now, according to a July 15th UN report, ISK has between 500 and 1,500 fighters in Afghanistan and has strengthened its positions in and around the capital city of Kabul, where it carries out most of its attacks. The group hopes to broaden its ranks by recruiting disaffected Taliban fighters who reject the recent peace talks with the United States of America. They are also counting on an influx of fighters from Syria, Iraq and other conflict zones. In a June UN report, the world body estimated that there are between 8,000 and 10,000 foreign fighters currently in Afghanistan. Now let's take a look at the deadly terror attacks carried out by this group. ISIS Afghanistan Pakistan chapter has been responsible for some of the deadliest attacks of recent years. It has massacred civilians in both countries at mosques, shrines, public squares and even hospitals. This group has mainly targeted Shiites. In 2020, the gunmen belonging to this terror group went on a rampage in a maternity ward in Kabul, killing 16 mothers and mothers-to-be. This group is also responsible for attack on a Gurudwara in Kabul on March 25, 2020, killing at least 25 people. It was considered one of the biggest attacks on Afghan Sikhs in recent history. According to UN and US military assessments, IS Khorasan now operates largely through covert cells based in or near cities to carry out high-profile attacks. But with the Taliban takeover and the fall of the West-backed government in Afghanistan, ISIS Khorasan could well be the mainstream in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and the world cannot consider Taliban and ISIS Khorasan in isolation.